Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Frank's Unsolicited Advice. I wanted to apologize for not dropping the episode sooner, but still having some of the remnants of the COVID-19 and having real bad headaches. It just didn't allow me to do it. Friday was my first day back at work. I went to a retirement ceremony, and then when I came back, it was just I had a bad headache. I probably did too much. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, but I was laid up Friday most of the night, and then yesterday was the same thing. I didn't do much. But today's Sunday. It's a new day. Before church starts at 10:30, I figured I'd get on here and speak to you, talk to you. Purpose is what came to my mind this morning when I was sitting there brewing my coffee. And I went to that retirement on Friday, and I tell you what, man, the way that people spoke at Master Chief Pressley's retirement, and the turnout he had and how he set it up and the job that Dawn did as the MC was dope. I left there in awe of what this man was able to do in his 30 years. And what I loved about it, it wasn't, the speeches weren't long. It was straight to the point, stories that of him that if you got to know him, then you're like, wow, that's dope. And if you didn't know him, then that you still be like, oh my God, that's dope because I didn't know he was like that. His speech I thought it was great. The acknowledgement piece to everybody that played an instrumental role in his life, and then to see the people that participated in it and the people that he's helped out in the process is what led me to talk about purpose. Right. So, we all have a life to live, and we all are born to have a certain imprint left behind in this world. And that imprint could be whatever you want it to be. It could be bad, it could be good. Some people are known for the wrong things they did, not the good things they did. And some people are known for the great things they did. Some people are not known. So I sit back sometimes and I wonder what was my purpose, or what have I left behind for my family and friends? What would they say about me when I'm gone, right? And it's not that I live my life to try to make everybody happy. No, I live my life how I want to live my life, and that's it. But I want to know what I did. I would like to know that while me living my life, I've impacted others to live theirs. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. So it made me think about the purpose and what we're here for. And, I've said in multiple episodes and I've tried different things to create a different revenue stream and for the house and for me and my wife to have a better life when I retire. And despite having a pension, I just want to have more income coming in. But I want to do what I want to do when I retire, because after doing 20 plus years in the military, I want to do something that makes me happy as well. It's like my second life, my second act. I want to do it. So yesterday I was doing training with my team. And, a lot of them, just like me, decided to join this company. And some of them, unlike me, don't have the sales, recruiting, training experience. One thing the military gave me in my 20 plus years is I've been recruiting twice. So I've learned how to be an officer recruiter and enlisted recruiter. I went instructor duty, so I have my MTS. That's dope. Master Training Specialist. So I have certain tricks to the trade. I have certain skills that were taught that I apply. I was able to apply yesterday. Not only that, think about it. In the military, we promote, we become leaders, or we get put in leadership positions. Not everybody's a leader, but we get put in those positions, and we either build a team, or we manage a team, or we work together to make things happen. So you learn how to deal with people if you're doing it right, and you're put in a position to help others. So I was doing this training yesterday, and I had such a blast. I only had a half hour. I did my training in the half hour, but I extended to 45 minutes because I did 2 trainings in one, and I was having such a good time. And to see the people taking notes, and there wasn't a lot of people on the call, but they were taking notes and they were listening, they were engaged. It made me realize that I like helping people. That's my purpose. Whether it's a laugh, whether it's to help you cry, whether it's to give you sound advice, whether it's to, get drunk with you and just be the person that next to you going through it just until you get over it. I like helping people. That's what it is. I support other people don't necessarily support me, but I support them because I believe that everybody should be successful. And I want everybody to be the best them that they can be. I'm not the type of person to be like, hey, you have to do things the way that society has said to do it to be somebody that you need to be. No, not at all. I'm not like that. When my daughter first went to college, she said, Dad, I want to take a year off. And I said, why? She said, I'm not ready. I said, okay. And when I said, okay, forget about it. Everybody and their mama wanted to be like, well, she got to go to school, Frank. She can't miss out school. Why not? Let her take the year off. Yeah, you guys ain't paying for it. I'm paying for it. So therefore, if she takes a year off, but she goes back more focused, that year off paid off. She graduated college, it paid off. But if I would have forced her to go to school at that time, for that year, she probably would have dropped out and she would never finish. So at least now my daughter at 23 has a degree. She accomplished that. She did what I asked her to do, what was expected from her mother and I, from Serena and I, and she hasn't. So at this point, what else can I do now? Just be a dad. Be there for her when she needs to talk. But ideas, listen to them. Help her navigate through life, right? Purpose for me is helping other people. And I feel that once you find that purpose, or once you find what you love to do, that's when you start living. It's not, yes, the family, the kids, that's part of living. But, sometimes we wander around aimlessly trying to live life. We work, we pay the bills. We just go to school because that's what's told. You go get a trade, or you follow in footsteps of others because that's what you've seen. And we don't find that purpose in life. And when the key to it is when we find a purpose, is to live our life. I look at, I'm a big Jay-Z fan, and when Jay-Z was doing what he was doing in the street, that wasn't his purpose. That was just him allowing his environment dictate who he was becoming. But when he became who he was supposed to be, which is Sean Carter, Jay-Z, the rapper, the business, look where he's at now. I look at Steve Jobs with Apple. I look at Bill Gates. All these people found their purpose, and their purpose led them to be great. Now, I'm not saying that all of our purposes are going to make us billionaires. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that you don't need to be rich to be great. You don't need to have $1 million in your bank account, $1 billion, or $1 trillion, or whatever you think it is. That's monetary. That goes away. The greatness is the legacy you leave behind, the imprint you left in society, the people that you impacted their life, the purpose that you lived. You see, when I was seeing Ty Pressley retire on Friday, and the way people spoke about him, and to see his daughter there, his son, his grandbaby, his wife, his sister-in-law, his sisters, his mother, to see the boy that she raised, his uncle, that to me was greater than any value of dollar you could put on someone, or in your bank account, for that matter. There's a lot of rich people that don't have that. They just have money. So to me, the purpose, once you find that purpose, you could be the greatest, you could be the best you can be. I think my purpose is helping others. Like I said, I love it. I love working with other people. I love helping other people. I make time, and I get that from my mother. I do. My mom, in her 30 plus years as a social worker, she helped so many people. I remember my mom leaving work, on the way home, we stopping by somebody's house to drop off money so that her student can go get her hair done for the 8th grade prom, or go buy the dress that her mom couldn't buy because the mom didn't have the money. Not just the kids or school students she worked with, but just people in general. I mean, my mom would be the type of person that, instead of giving a crackhead or somebody that's addicted to drugs the money, she says, let me go buy you food, and take them into a restaurant and buy their food, because she knew that was better than giving them the money that they're going to use to go shoot up. That's just the type of person she is. And I'm sure that if my mom would have, had a retirement like Ty did, or how we do in the military, you would have heard many people say it. And that's what I'm saying is find your purpose so you can start living, so you can start being great, so you could attain the level of what you think you need to attain. A lot of us never attain that. A lot of us don't take advantage of it. A lot of us don't ever get there. Some of us don't know. And it's okay to be older and find it. You don't have to have it at 18. You could be 41 like myself and trying to figure it out. But that's it. It's what your purpose is. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you have an idea of what your purpose is? And if so, are you pursuing it? Are you living it? Are you living it? And that's all that matters. Listen, at the end of the day, our world our country is going through so many different ups and downs, with the election just happening, new president being elected. This country, we're not one, we're separate. And that's something we can't control. We can only control what we do as people. And what we can do as people is be kind to others. What we can do as people is help each other. It's not look at a person and say, well, he's white, so I don't like him. Or Frank's Puerto Rican from the South Bronx, so nah, he's a drug dealer, he's a thief, he's nobody, he's beneath us, he's Hispanic. But look at it, we're people. That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother topic. But, at the end of the day, like what I wanted to convey today and get to my fans is, listen, find your purpose. Search for it. Know it. Live it. And if it's not conventional, if it's not the normal thing, and you think people are going to look at you different because you're trying to live your life and be who you're supposed to be and have that purpose, you know what? Forget them. Be you. Find that purpose and live it. Help others. That's my purpose, to help others, talk to others, be there for people. And that's it. That's what I want to convey today. I'm feeling better. I don't know what this COVID-19 is going to leave behind. I mean, I've survived many things between getting shot, having open heart surgery. I mean, we'll see where this takes me. But I woke up today with that in my heart, and I just wanted to convey it to my fans, to my friends, my family, the people that listen to my podcast. Is find your purpose and live your life. Find your purpose and live your life. That's Frank's Unsolicited Advice. Have a blessed day.